Right, so when you look at the man playing the drum, we're just being told that he is representing the people of the South. Let me also show you another statue which represents the people of the North. This is one of the things that Nkrumah did to bring unity among the people in the South and the people in the North. As I said earlier, this man also represents the people from the North. To tell you that whether you're in the South or you're in the North, we are actually the same people. So make sure you are at peace with your brother in the northern part. Those in the northern part, make sure you're at peace with those in the southern part of Ghana. This is the only way we can build a better Ghana. When we are united, definitely Ghana is going to be a better place. This is actually the final rest for Fathia Nkrumah. Ni Fathia Halimaret. Hey, the name is very interesting. February 22nd, 1932 to May 31st, 2007. That was when she was finally laid to rest here. This is actually the last burial place of Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Do you also want to see where his wife, Fathia Nkrumah, we mostly say Fathia Nkrumah. Do you also want to see where she was laid? Do well to follow me for more.
President for the African Student Association for America and then Canada. After acquiring the degree also, he taught again for 4 years. And then in the course of teaching, he acquired his master's degree also in philosophy from the University of Pennsylvania. So Dr. Kwame Nkrumah wrote 14 books and then 5 pamphlets. How many books did I say he wrote?
14 books.
And then how many pamphlets?
5 pamphlets.
But then 2 of his books are very popular. When I mention one, you say it after me, okay? So the first one is Africa Must Unite.
Africa Must Unite.
Again,
Africa Must.
Unfortunately, in 1972, he passed on, or he died. And then because he was the co-president of Guinea, his body was sent back to Guinea for a burial. You know when someone dies, the person is buried, right?
Yes.
So his body was sent to Guinea for a burial. But then when his body got to Guinea, because he was their co-president or vice president, his body was embalmed. That is preserved from decomposing. You know when someone dies, or maybe if, let's say, if you buy tomatoes today and then you leave it for a pound, it gets spoiled, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when someone dies, the body decomposes just like the way the tomato gets rotten. But then, because he was their co-president, his body was preserved with chemicals so that it won't get rotten. But then 3 months after he was buried in Guinea, his mother, who was still alive back here in Ghana, requested for his body to be brought back home. And upon her request, his body was brought back to Ghana and he was given a second burial in his hometown, that is in Nkrumah. So while his embalmed body was being transferred from Guinea to Ghana, they transferred his body in a metallic coffin, that is a coffin made of metal. They transferred his body in a metallic coffin. So for the second burial, which was in his hometown, his embalmed or preserved body was placed in a metallic coffin beside his family house and then was on public display. That means when you go there, you could see the body lying in the coffin for close to 20 years until this park was commissioned in his honor or was built to remember him in 1992. And then he was finally transferred from the metallic coffin into a wooden one, that's one made of wood, and then buried right here on this park. So with that being said, that's the history about Dr. Nkrumah Mausoleum. So if you have any question, you could ask me and then we could.
This is the statue of Dr. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. We know so many things about this man, and we all know he was a major person or one of the major people who helped us to gain independence. Right, so when you study history, you'll be told that he's actually not the main person because they started fighting for independence some years ago. But fortunately, I think when it got to his tenure, he was able to gain independence for our country, Ghana. So as I told you earlier, we are touring the entire of the Memorial Park today, and the whole place have been refurbished. It looks so beautiful. Right here. Okay, so the bronze head of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah original statue, which stood in front of the old Parliament House, Accra, vandalized during February 24, 1966. Military and police coup d'etat. This is serious. He really did a lot for us. So we are told that his head is at a different place because of the coup d'etat. So you can see that the statue is without a head. Let's see where the head is. When you come to the museum, today we are told that's the right thing. So if you've been saying museum, we are all wrong. So we have a snack bar here. And then at the snack bar, you will have some popcorn, ice cream, spring roll and pie. So when you come here, you are not going to go and hunger. And then you can see the streets everywhere is clean. They are so particular because once you leave a particular place you are standing, you have people to actually come and then clear the place. So follow me. I want to go to the snack bar and see what I'm going to get there.
Hey.
So they are there announcing the death service for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And about the man in the smoke on your right, at that end, he represents the northern part of Ghana. And then the one clean drum on the other side, that's on your left, represents the southern part. And they are both there to show unity. So with that being said, that's all about it.
When you come to the museum, today we are told that's the right thing. So if you've been saying museum, we are all wrong. So So we have a snack bar here, and then at the snack bar you will have some popcorn, ice cream, spring roll and pie. So when you come here, you are not going to go and hunger. And then you can see the streets everywhere is clean. They are so particular because once you leave a particular place you are standing, you have people to actually come and then clear the place. So follow me. I want to go to the snack bar and see what I'm going to get there.
He designed it in the form of a sword, which is turned upside down to show peace, and also a tree with its upper part cut off to show that he began something, but then he couldn't complete it.
So these were some of the speeches that was made by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. You can see the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of African country. You have heard most of these writings.
I